Hello and welcome to Pre-Match Focus with your host, me, Tim.
And me, Lee. Tim, have I just gone really grey on your
Yeah,
side?
you went really grey, like a sepia kind of colour.
I was just been speaking before the show, and we were saying how good my camera looked, and now I've just gone really green, haven't I?
The light just died. Well, the natural light's just probably died slightly.
I don't know, maybe it's a better look for me, I don't know. Maybe a bit through my beard a bit more. How you doing, mate? No, it's a long time no see. We had an international break, and then we had a break last week, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long one, hasn't it?
I think
it feels like a really long one.
It does, yeah. I think I'm sort of glad that we had a bit of a break, to be honest, because we had the Leeds episodes where they beat Wolves, and they'd probably have gone on for about an hour ranting about the referee for that. And last week, I don't think I'd have got a single prediction right the way it was going. Brentford beating Chelsea 4-1. You know?
Oh, who'd have known that, eh?
I know. There was other results which I can't think of on my head now, but I was just thinking, Christ, I wouldn't have got any of these right at all.
I did do some last week, but I got most of them wrong. Honestly, I was like, what's happening today then? Madness.
I think most people have gone wrong, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Even the experts.
I think so, yeah. So, right then, let's start with, we've got 3 lots of games this weekend, which are on the Friday. So, as we're recording this on the Thursday night, that's tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. We've got Saturday's fixtures and Sunday's fixtures. So, starting with Newcastle versus your boys Wolves at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. So, what are you saying, Leroy?
Newcastle haven't been in the best of form recently, but they're decent at that. I mean, they lost the last 3 games, but they have all been away. But they're decent at home, aren't they?
Yeah.
And we've been okay away as well, and usually ends up in a 1-1 draw, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Apart from, I think we broke that mould in the game at Molineux 2-1. Yes, I remember now. But I think it was Wang's debut. He scored 2 goals.
Wang Chan.
I think it's his home debut, I think. Or something like that.
Yeah, he did. He scored 2, yeah.
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 He scored against Watford on his debut, and I think it was his first home game, I'm sure it was.
I think you're right.
2 nicely placed finishes before he got a special player in our hands. He's been absolutely a wank since, as we like to call it.
Has he played much though, really?
He's got injured about 3 or 4 times.
That's the problem, isn't it? So he's probably not even had that much opportunity, really.
He shows little flashes, but at times he's quite frustrating. Maybe we just need a full season out of him to see what he can do. But it's a tough one to call on this one because Newcastle haven't played at home for a while. So are they going to bring that form of 3 straight defeats into this game? Sometimes goes that way, but with the home crowd behind them, going to be, they're going to be revved up for it. Even though I'd say probably being sucked a little back into it with Burnley winning against Everton yesterday. So they've got to still get 1 or 2 more results, I think, just to make sure they go over the line, like Brentford.
Yeah.
And Wolves surprised me, to be honest with you, beating Villa. I went into that game really quiet, to be honest with you, thinking we've got no chance of winning that game, and we turned up. Villa didn't. And
absolutely turned up. He played really well. Ruben Neves was brilliant.
Yeah, well, you mean Joe Moutinho? Sorry, he's
Moutinho.
That's why I was concerned because of Neves being injured. To be honest with you,
sorry.
But they do look the same, don't they? I think Neves is growing his hair on permanent. You can stop the likeness.
So what are you saying then?
I'm gonna make it go back to the way it was going, and probably another 1-1 here, to be honest with you. It's hard to say because of Newcastle not having their home game for a while. If we can take that Villa form into this game, then we should win. We should be looking to win the game anyway, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how Newcastle perform under their own fans again, trying to make it a bit of a fortress, aren't they? So, as they always have tried to, even in good and bad times. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
so what are you saying? Both teams to score?
You got it.
You know.
What are you going for?
Do you want to know?
What to do? Everyone wants to know.
2-1 Newcastle.
Ooh.
I think
The reason.
I think this is a perfect game for Newcastle.
I think they need to finally establish a win over us because, like I say, you look at the amount of draws that we both have had together, and then we broke that mould. Could they take one the other way in front of their own fans?
I think if you'd have been a Dome, I'd have gone the other way. But because they're a Dome, and as you said, their fans are always behind them, and the fact that they've got this new kind of belief in a way, I just think they'll get over the line. I do.
I think they'll want to do it as soon as possible. If they win this one, then it's as good as, like I said, 1 or 2 more results for.
Put some safe them.
Yeah. But sometimes teams can go on massive runs without winning the game, and I think that's why Brentford and Newcastle just probably need to win another 5. Looking at their run of fixtures, it's not looking good for them, is it?
Not looking good, mate. I feel for him, really. It's almost like a poison chalice, isn't it?
It is. I mean, we've mentioned it before in previous shows. You've got a world-class manager in Ancelotti there, very good managers in Koeman, Martinez and Benitez there. Marco Silva had a bit of a reputation before he got there for being good. He's done well with Fulham this year. Everyone just seems to go to better things before and after Everton, don't they? So yeah. It is. It's a shame in a way, but I don't know. It is just pure poison all the way through, isn't it? Though
it seems to be, yeah. So that brings us on to the first of the Saturday, the 9th of April fixtures this Saturday. 12:30 kickoff. Everton at home to Man United. May as well while we're there, aren't we?
You've actually nicely brought it onto that one, so you haven't had to go.
I did that. Smooth that.
We usually do it when the fixtures are about 6 games away, don't we? Then we have to come all the way. Yeah, Everton are better at home. There's no doubt about that. They're absolutely shocking away. I mean, I think Lampard said something about if decisions hadn't have gone against them yesterday, they'd have took some out of that game. But I don't know what he's on about because they had 2 penalties and they were pretty soft as well. So if you took that away, they'd have lost 3-0. They are better at home. Say that again, sorry.
They got absolutely roasted as well.
I don't think. I mean, I remember Wolves in 2003 going the whole season without winning away when we got relegated. But at least we put up a fight in those games. I was just in. This is probably the worst team I've ever seen away from home. They're just clueless, and they are slightly better at home, but it's not been that amazing for them, as it is. I think they've won 1 game in so many games, like in the last 8, have they? Something like that.
Something like that.
I think that was against Newcastle.
It was.
Yeah, so that was one of Newcastle's 3 away defeats on the bench that they had as well.
Only a couple of games ago, wasn't it?
I think it was, yeah. Was it just before the international?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it was just before international, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But United have got a lot to play for as well. Still, with Arsenal slipping up, they've got to try and take advantage. So, for Everton's point of view,
I think with Chelsea keep slipping up and all,
Yeah.
I think the fact that if you pull a bit of a run together, you could really create. You could really push yourself in there, So.
Yeah. United, if they don't win this, they might as well just give it up now.
Yeah, well, I think if they don't win this, they may as well start playing some of the kids and then finish below 7th so that they don't get wrapped into that Europa Conference League nonsense, right?
That's probably what we'll be.
But that's what I mean. If you finish ahead of us, then go into it. I'd rather let someone like you. We're the commercial club, as we've been called by Van Gaal. Then we don't want to be in that competition. So then did the big egos leave because they only want Champions League football, which could only be a good thing if you're rebuilding and you're making something of it where you're going to get people there. And while you're at it, sort out the wage structure and say, right, this is what we're capping our wages at. We're not paying over this anymore. This is a new stance on how we're going to operate. There's going to be no 600,000s. There's going to be no 350,000s and 400,000s a week. Not a chance. It's going to be capped at say, I don't know, 250 grand, whatever. That's extortionate. But this is how we're playing it. And if people get wind of it, and at the end of the day, these players coming from abroad, it's the biggest payday they're ever getting. They ain't getting paid 250 grand in AC Milan, or they ain't paying them kind of wages. So
no, it's all over here, isn't it?
Just here. But people go, "Ooh, we're going to England now. I can charge big," and that's what they do. They go, "I'm going United. They're going to pay me wedges." Harry Maguire's on 200 and odd grand. I'm going to get $500,000. That's the way people look at it. So you've got to sort it out from the top down, But will it ever happen with the Glazers? Not sure. But we've got...
They need to try and take that Arsenal mould, don't they?
Well, we've got Arnold in now. He's replaced Woodward. Who's this, the CEO. So basically, obviously director or whatever he is. So, but he's getting... What's really weird, he's getting all these new people in to run these different departments, which Ed Woodward did on his own. So then you're starting to think to yourself, while we're struggling with Ed Woodward, and he's not even a football man like that, he's a businessman, that's fair enough. So if you're telling me that this guy Arnold, who's more of a football man, is saying that it needs 4 or 5 new positions to cover all the workload, that's telling me that Woodward's obviously thought he could do everything.
We had a similar situation at Wolves, and we've sort of brought in new roles now as well. And I suppose it does work better. I wouldn't say they're football brainiacs or anything like that. Some of the decisions are left to be desired, but if you do get the right people there, you can only look to a brighter future, can't you? So,
yeah, exactly.
Especially United, they should be able to attract bigger footballing brains there, really, behind the scenes. So.
You'd have thought so, but long gone. 10 years is a long time, isn't it, mate?
It is. Gone are those days.
Well, I'm thinking positive anyway. I think United are going to win 2-1.
Yeah, I've gone 2-1 as well.
What's your prediction for that one then?
Both score, no draw for that one.
Okay. On to the 3 o'clock kickoffs, and we see Arsenal host Brighton.
But I mean, Arsenal should win it. Brighton, surely they've got to get a win before the end of the season goes through, but they're in the sort of worse form than Everton when you look at it that way. They can't score, they can't win.
Yeah. Morphe is definitely due on.
I think they all though. I can't remember the last time they scored. So, to be fair,
it's not going to be bright from my prediction anyway.
I've said this in previous year. You always get that one, don't you, where they'll go to a decent team that are expected to win and they'll nick a result. But I can't see it myself either. I've gone for 2-0 Arsenal in this one. I mean, they were rattled by Palace the other day, but Palace are in great form anyway. They're just like rabbits in the headlights, really, for that game. It's just every time Palace went forward.
Palace smashed them. They looked really good as well.
They're in great form, Palace are. Winning, scoring, not conceding.
I know. Well, I've gone 0-0.
Have you?
Yeah.
It will be tight. It will be a tight game.
I think it's going to be one of them.
Arsenal could really put pressure on themselves after that as well, especially with Spurs in the form they are in there as well, and United will.
Well, they've not been. This young team haven't been used to being under that pressure yet.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it might be a bridge too far for him. I was thinking that, but it might not. But I just think it might be. I think
it's a good shape for him. Yeah.
If he adds to that squad in the summer and carries on doing what he's doing, they seriously could be looked at right up in the top 4 next year, easy. Definitely, comfortably, I'm saying as well. And I think obviously these young kids are another year wiser in the Premier League. So I think the future's bright for Arsenal, really.
It is. I think they'll feel like they shot themselves in the foot if they don't qualify for Champions League now, because it was in the grasp of their hands a few weeks ago.
Exactly.
Wasn't it?
Exactly. With all the games in hand as well. And they're down to like 1. And it's like... and United still I can see Arsenal.
I know, they're waiting for all the memes and jokes coming out of there.
It's funny, but Tottenham will pull ahead. I think Tottenham are the ones now who've got the momentum.
It's only because of the manager, you say that as well, isn't it, surely?
Yeah, definitely.
That's the only reason why. If this was Nuno in charge, you'd be thinking...
Oh, they won't even nowhere near. You'd be going,
nah, they wouldn't.
Oh, blimey, they're 16th.
Yeah, probably in the same position as he put Wolves in last season.
So did you go 2-0 Arsenal, did you?
Yeah, I've gone 2-0, yeah.
And what's your tip for that, Lee?
The 2 players I've been most impressed with in them going forward is Saka and Martinelli. So just whichever one you want to score any time in that one. They're both up threatening at times. So I'd probably edge if Martinelli starts. For some reason, he didn't start against Palace. Maybe he's just trying to give Smith Rowe some game time. But Martinelli always looks like the direct threat to me.
Yeah.
But Saka, he just pop up with a fair few, doesn't he? He's getting better. He's getting better and better. And should give some real headache problems to the England selection, really.
Yeah. He likes him though, Gareth, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'd like to see him start more for England.
Well, the problem is, I want to see Foden start more for England. Because Foden is going to be one of the best players on the planet. When he's in a couple of years' time, when he's like getting towards his prime, there ain't going to any stopping him, mate. I'm telling you.
I know he's played more on the left this season, hasn't he? Like probably sort of rotated with Grealish a little bit, and he seems to look decent on that side.
I think he looks good wherever because he finds these little pockets of space and he gets the ball out of these tight little holes and creates something. It's like it's such a joy to watch. Honestly, it sickens me because he's a City player, but honestly,
he's only a slight bit. Even though he's quite tenacious, he's only a slight bit. And I do worry with him. I think he's had 2 leg breaks in his career already, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I just hope nothing like that.
Young enough to break them and come back, though.
Yeah,
so,
that's a good thing.
Right, well, anyway, on to the next of the 3 o'clock kickoffs on Saturday, and that's Southampton at home to Chelsea. Chelsea are capitulating, mate.
So is Southampton.
Yeah,
Chelsea have... I think they've got the right man to really drill in the training sessions to get them to sort that mess out between Tuchel, but I'm sort of getting the feeling that he's losing the heart for it, and he'll probably walk himself at this rate, I think.
Depends whether they keep having money problems.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the thing. I think if someone comes in and promises him a whole heap of money to spend in the summer, then yeah, that'll change the situation. But something don't seem right there. I don't think behind the scenes helps, but they just don't seem to know the roles. Like we mentioned at the start of the season, how well drilled they were. Like this was as good as what you'd seen when Mourinho first come over. Like in terms of them not conceding goals and keeping an organisation. They're just a complete mess. I don't think anyone in even Brentford fans would ever dream of scoring 4 goals at Stamford Bridge.
I know, yeah.
And then Benzema, he just absolutely ripped them apart last
the
night.
Benzema show, mate. Honestly, I even said it at work yesterday. Turned around and went, I think Real Madrid will win. And I said it'll be the Benzema show. and it was. I was like, whoa. Why
It's
can't it be when I put a bet on?
It's almost a little bit nostalgic. I think you got AC Milan winning Serie A, and then you're seeing Real Madrid sort of getting back to the best a little bit now. So you're getting a few of the old powerhouses back a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's a bit of a strange one with Serie A at the moment, because I still wouldn't say AC Milan are the best team in that league. I'd be surprised if they win it.
Inter are the best team in that league.
Yeah, you should expect Inter to win it by the end, but they had a little bit of a dodgy run. But they should be running away with it, really. I mean, like Juventus have been poor this season, and yet they've put themselves within about 5 or 6 points back in it.
Yeah, they've won a few lately, haven't they?
Yeah,
On bounce.
that's the Allegri factor, I suppose.
Yeah, of course. When he starts pulling it together, definitely. Right then. So Southampton, Chelsea. What are you saying?
Yeah, both been in poor form. I was umming and ahhing about this one, thinking Chelsea will just go back and get back to winning ways, but Southampton are decent at home. So I've just gone 1-1. I've had to sit on the fence.
1-1 draw, all round. Love it. And the
tip for that one, the last 2 league games have had penalties in them, so let's go for a hat-trick, a penalty in the game.
Penalty in the game. Very good. Right, so on to the last of the 3 o'clocks on Saturday. We've got Watford at home to Leeds. Leeds.
Massive game for both.
Yeah, huge game.
Leeds get the win here. They've put themselves in the same boat as Newcastle and Brentford. Probably a win away from safety then. Leave it then to Everton and Burnley to fight it out, I think. If Watford do lose this one, if Watford win it, then it makes it very interesting into the final weeks then. I think I've gone for Watford to win this because they have to win it. There's no ifs or buts about it. I know, but I did get that prediction right, didn't I, before our break about them beating Southampton. I was well chuffed with that.
I know.
But yeah, they're not great at home, but Hodgson's got to sort of bring
Hodgson knows how to do it, man. Honestly, if there's anybody, I've been thinking about it. So does Sean Dyche. Be interesting. I tell you what, won't this be a turn up for the Bucks if it ended up being Norwich, Leeds, and Everton? And Watford stay up with Burnley.
This will be his greatest achievement if he keeps these up in terms of keeping to like what he's been specified to do in recent years, hasn't he? I mean, even when he took over from De Boer, at least he had 30-odd games because De Boer lost his first 7, did he then got sacked?
De Boer, yeah, he did, yeah.
So that was a great achievement, keeping the team up that had no points after 7 games. But this one, he's took them where they've been pretty much doomed, haven't they? Really. It was the manager before. It was Ranieri, wasn't it? When they
Super Ranieri.
They get through that many, actually forget who they are. So. But yeah, like they just capitulated under Ranieri, didn't they? He just completely lost his touch. Wouldn't expect him ever to see him in management again. Never mind in England again now. So.
Oh no.
Really? Yeah, Watford have got to win this one, and to be fair, Leeds aren't great away from home.
What did you say you thinking it was?
What the score?
Yeah.
2-1 Watford. I've gone. And Leeds, I mean, when they beat us, we was the most comfortable of sinners at half time until we had him there sent off in the second half, and then the game just completely turned on its head. Then. They just come with quick fair play to them. They come and beat. They did what they had to do, but it was a poor refereeing performance that led to it as well. I've probably said it many times before. Probably the worst refereeing performance I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, Leeds aren't that convincing away from home, and Watford are going to go for it. But Watford aren't convincing the town, but they have to win this game, so that's why I've gone with the 2-1.
I've gone 2-2.
Leeds will fancy it. They will fancy it, then they'll be up for it.
they'll be up for it. I think they'll be up for it. I think there'll be goals in it as well. I think both will be up for it, but I think it'll be a draw. I think Leeds. I don't think Leeds will lose. Let's put it that way.
It is a tough one to call. So if you put it on form value, then you'd say Leeds definitely. But I think the importance of it is more important for Watford, because if they lose this one, that's the second team confirmed for me. Norwich for me, and now I think they're pretty
Norwich
much
gone. I think Norwich have been gone.
They had a little resurgence in there, and then it just tailed off again. They're just not winning games. So
no.
If Watford don't win this, that's them down as well for me.
I think you're right. So 2-2, 2-1, and what's your tip then, Leroy?
Not too sure of the referees for the game, but it's going to be a very touchy game.
It's going to be feisty.
Yeah, Watford aren't. I mean, Hodgson's teams notoriously aren't very aggressive. They don't. I've seen a lot of his Palace teams would probably pick up a yellow again, but I think a few of the Leeds players will probably wind up the Watford players here in this game if it's going their way. Or I've gone for over 45 booking points on this one. Leeds will definitely pick up, so they pick up a fair few yellows on the road.
Yeah, they do. They're always having people suspended.
They don't need that with all the injuries they've had this year.
I know, that's it. Right, so on to the 5:30, which is Aston Villa at home to Tottenham.
This will be a funny one, this one, because I spoke to a fair few Villa fans, but work with a fair few Villa fans, and they're all fearing the worst now because the Spurs being in the form they are. But this is the way I felt about going into that game against Villa last week, and I was really surprised at how poor they were. Villa,
they don't look that great at all. They don't really look like anything better than they were under Dean Smith, if I had to say.
No, I think I did see a Villa fan point Twitter saying Dean Smith would have took some out of that game with Villa.
Really?
It's the way I saw it last week. I was going in through the rest because they got on paper really good attacking side, like with Coutinho, and I didn't even know he was on the pitch. I didn't even. That's the thing,
when he's playing well. You notice him, but when he's not playing well, it's like you just don't even know he's there.
Yeah. But the worrying thing for me is them at the back, and it's not picking on people like
Tyrone Mings. It's just not up to, is he?
Yeah, getting out strength by Fabio Silva. I mean, he's tenacious, Silva is. I'll give him his due, but Mings should be winning
He battered him around as well, didn't he?
But every time we got forward, I've seen massive holes in their defence. That was
one of the best I've seen out of Fabio Silva, to be honest.
Yeah, it's probably the best I've seen him, to be fair, and he deserved the goal by the end of it as well.
Yeah, I felt sorry for him.
Defensive mistakes. I was watching Gerrard's body language, and then Gerrard's meant to be like a proper leader. He sat down after the second one. He was just head in hands, just fed up. He didn't know what to do. He was just like, well, how can I train them not to make mistakes like this every game? And I says to my old man, I says, if I had played City, the way they played against us, it could have been about 7-0. And that's in the first half. If we were more potent, we would have put.
You'd have been well up at half time. Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's where the concern is for Villa in the defence. There's so much Gerrard's got to address somewhere. He's going to have to pull the bullet on Mings for me.
I agree.
He might be their captain and that, but it's just until that gets replaced, then I can't see anything ever changing there at the moment for them.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that, actually. Right, so I've gone with 2-0 Tottenham.
I've gone for Spurs to win. It wouldn't surprise me to see Villa win because, like I say, it's probably just going to be one of them. Villa have lost the last three. Spurs have won the last three. It'll probably end up being a Villa win. But yeah, 2-1 Spurs off them.
2-1. And what's your tip for that one then, Lee?
Villa are usually good at scoring, so I've gone for the both score now draw again on that.
Okay. Right, on to Sunday the 10th of April. starting with the first of 3 2 o'clocks, which is Brentford at home to West Ham.
Well, West Ham kids are crying. Come for West Ham have got Europa League tonight, haven't they? So it's going to be them going to a Brentford team. They're going to be absolutely buzzing after. No pun intended. No pun intended. After beating Chelsea 4-1, so I've gone for the Brentford winning this one. Ericsson's on fire.
I have.
Yeah, I think this is one where the crowd's really got to get behind them. It's a London derby as well, and they've got this win for them pretty much secure their.
Go on, say it. Say what you've gone with.
But the score?
Yeah.
1-0.
Oh.
Not 4-1.
I've gone 3-2.
Have you? I don't know. West Ham has sort of dried up a little bit in terms of the goals and that. And with the European game in the week, it could be it'd be a tighter one. This one it will be tight. I think they'll try and came to Brentford. I think I don't think it'll work for them in my prediction. But the prediction, you should get that one. I've just gone for Ericsson to score.
Ericsson to score. That'd be all right. I'll tell you what, he's looking good there. United should go after him again.
I know, yeah.
Offer him a pacemaker.
It wouldn't surprise me to see a team offer some money for him. He doesn't look like he's suffering health-wise now. He's probably going to be the safest bloke on the pitch now, isn't he? So
probably.
Unless someone bulldozes him through the money.
That's the problem, isn't it? I know. I'm going to kill Ericsson today.
I'm glad it ain't the 90s, bloody hell. I would be fine.
Razor Ruddock and Jones, Julian Dix. I'm going for this kid.
Kevin Muscat.
Right, on to second of the 2 o'clocks on Sunday, which is Leicester at home to Crystal Palace. It's a big good game, this.
Yeah, Leicester have found the form a bit more, haven't they? I don't know it again on the stand. It was 0-0 last I saw, but in the Europa League or Europa League 2, wherever it is now. Palace are in probably the best form in the division at the moment. So, it's a tough one to call because Leicester coming back and they are decent at home, but Palace have shored up at the back. They're scoring goals, winning games. I've gone for 1-1 in this one.
So have I.
I have gone for the tip is, I'll say it now, is Palace double chance because I was umming and ahhing thinking Palace could win this, take advantage of maybe a few tired legs on Leicester's part, but
yeah,
sometimes momentum works like that for teams, when they play Thursday, Sunday.
That's why you
should be a little bit more used to it now.
So why you always get the ones where you're always like, "Oh, I've never seen that."
But now got some really good options up front now. I mean, like Mateta's impressed me.
He's been brilliant.
Yeah, big lad.
Elise as well.
Yeah, Elise is ours back.
We've got what's he called as well. Who had the mint song.
Who was the other one? I can't remember his bloody name now. Who is it?
What's he called?
The winger. You're talking about the winger?
No, the striker.
Oh, the striker.
Oh, I wanna be Edward.
Edward, yeah.
Edward.
That's good form. I completely forgot who was there.
That's mint when you hear him doing that. He was good at Celtic, that, and the whole place erupted, and they're all singing it. The Stone Roses. I want to be adored. I want to be Edward. I love that. That's fantastic. Right, anyway, so on to the third and final 2 o'clock kickoff on Sunday. That is Norwich at home to Burnley. What a game. This is going to be 6-pointer.
Yeah, 0-0. It was 0-0 in the reverse one. Norwich, even though they're not winning, they have been quite tough to break down, and then they don't really pose themselves going for it. They have to go for it because they need to win the game. But
Have you gone with 0-0?
yeah, I've gone with 0-0.
Oh, you have gone with 0-0. I thought you were joking.
Was that just Norwich? I say it was 0-0 in the reverse fixture at Turf Moor.
That's why I don't think it's going to be this time.
Yeah, it's not usually, is it? But I think you're looking at Norwich's recent form. Where
When I heard Sean Dyche talking the other night on his interview, I thought it was really positive.
Good impression.
Cheers, mate.
I'm telling you, I think he's from Nottingham, isn't he? I was just going to say it's a good southern impression for a northerner, but I think he's from Nottingham, so he's probably more your neck of the woods.
It's nowhere near me. You heard my accent.
I don't know. They can.
It's more near you.
They say nothing like us from Nottingham.
He's closer to you than he is me. Must be
He's
4
there.
hours to Nottingham. Must be 4 hours from where I am now, and 4 hours from definitely where I was before.
I don't know. They stick him in the middle of nowhere, don't they? I've got some bad experience from trips to Nottingham where they're trying to send us Derby and all that. I don't think even coach drivers know where they are half the time.
Yeah, but you can get to everywhere from where you are, though. So
you can. Well, if the M6 lets you, you know about that. So.
Yeah, as long as you fight that. Yeah, I hate that place. So anyway, right. Well, 1-2 and a 0-0. So what did you say your tip was for this? You not said it yet.
Well, what did you go 2-1?
I've gone with 2-1 Burnley.
You'll probably win. You'll probably get the opposite of this one. You'll probably get the over 2.5 goals. I've gone for under 2.5 goals because every time I have it, it doesn't happen. So it probably will be 2-1.
Under 2.5 goals. Right, and to conclude, saving the best for last, I think this will be an absolute beauty of a game. The 4:30 on Sunday, the highlight, and that is Manchester City at home to Liverpool.
I don't think I've changed my mind so much on.
You don't like big games?
Since we've done this show, I was just like, I've gone for Liverpool to win it.
I have.
It's only because I've seen that they are in the better form when you put in the recent results, but City aren't in bad form, are they? And
I just think Liverpool look really strong since adding Diaz to that team.
Yeah,
really worked.
Yeah, they've got the option. I think they'll counter them, and I think that's
not like they're always relying on Salah. And if Salah come into barn door one day, then it's like, oh, and then when Mane's having a shocker as well, or Firmino's been having a shocker at times, and he's not renowned for scoring too many. They just needed another outlet, and they got it big time. And
Salah's probably been the worst in form out of four of them, hasn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
It's not been bad form at all. He's still a massive threat.
Bad Danny while he's going through a contract negotiation.
Yeah.
They probably go,
nah,
he's been way better than you, and he's about a third of that.
Probably sent to Real Madrid and some of them.
Well, I've gone 2-1 Liverpool.
Yeah, I've gone 2-1 to Liverpool. It could go either way, couldn't it? I was gonna keep it safe and just sit on the fence and say a draw, but I was like, nah, it's just a coward's way for a game like this.
Bastard.
It's a coward's way out for a game like this, isn't it? It's all right for me to say it for.
Not being a cowardly. Say it as it is. Go on. Say what you mean.
I think there's just going to be a winner in it. I think both teams will be pissed off if they actually draw this game. So they've both got, Liverpool have come from absolutely nowhere to get back in a chance now. They've got to take this opportunity to win it.
I think they will, you know.
Yeah.
I just do. So what are you saying tip-wise then?
Over 2.5 goals. Just keep it nice. I mean, to be fair, they've both been pretty hard to break down, haven't they? I think Liverpool only conceded for a mistake against Benfica. I think it's Kanate made a mistake.
They both can score, though. This is the thing, isn't it?
Well, this is it. If Liverpool try and sit back out Atletico did, then there's more chance that City could break them down easier than Atletico. But if they lose possession, Liverpool will be up that pitch in a flash, and Spurs have proved that. If Spurs can do it, Liverpool can do it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly that.
So that's why you should. I'd expect to see a good counter-attacking goal from Liverpool in this game, especially the players.
That's what it's going to be, though, isn't it? It's going to be a game of that. As soon as they're going to wait for one person to make a mistake, and then boom, and that's what they'll both be doing. It'll be so fast-paced, this game. Honestly, it will. It'll be a belter. I think it'll be brilliant. So that concludes our round of fixtures.
We got some hands up
for this weekend. So what we're going to do is maybe we do like a really brief result show.
Yeah, we can go through them, can't we? Yeah. So I think it's a big week, really, isn't it? So
that's what I mean. It'd be nice to go through some of these and analyse what we've seen, innit?
Yeah. We'll have a look at it on probably Sunday night, something like that.
Yeah, that sounds good. This will be available to you on Monday morning then. So thanks for tuning in, and hope the tips are kind to you, and hope we're in for a good weekend of football. I think we will be. This
is my favourite part of the season, there where you go all the league run-ins and that, and I think it's everyone's favourite part of the season.
Yeah, definitely.
The last 10 or so
games are always mega, aren't they?
Yeah. Weather starts to turn as well. Nice bit of sun as the last few home games are coming in, and that. So
yeah, and United could be pushing Everton close into the relegation spots tomorrow.
Well, yeah, if I was going to say, if he goes the way of the predictions, if he goes the way of your predictions, then there will be, won't there? So.
Yeah, if Burnley win at Norwich and United beat Everton, Burnley will be 2 points clear of Everton.
I think that would be it then. As soon as Everton fall in that, if they fall in that with
games,
they've
got some tough fixtures, mate. They've not got some great fixtures at all.
I know. I heard it on the radio this morning. I didn't realise it was that bad. I was like, bloody hell. Good luck.
Burnley have still got some toughish fixtures, but they've still got a couple where I think they can pick up some points.
Burnley one of those, aren't they? They'll if they can play anyone, and if they can mix them. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see.
Sure will. Right, well, great to see you, mate. And
you.
We will resume on Sunday evening for a Monday show for all of you. And we'll get a live up again soon. But obviously it's time dependent. We're going to go over to a new recording software soon. So then we will be able to do the lives more regularly. That's what we hope to. It'll save a bit of editing time too. So
I was going to say, we don't need to edit much. We just go off the top of our head, don't we? So
yeah, in regards
I know it's a ball out for you. It's a ball out for you to edit it, but you could actually do a live one, couldn't you?
The only time we've ever had the only reason most of it's editing is the graphics that you see and the information and
yes.
Yeah. And to be honest, that's about it. And when we have power cuts.
Plenty of those coming on the way anyway.
But anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Go and tell your mates. Go and tell your gran. Go and tell your dad's cousin's dog. Whoever likes YouTube. Whoever likes football. Whoever's into a bit of betting here and there, I suppose. But we don't condone silly betting. So bet responsibly. Great to see everybody. See you again on Monday. See you later, Leroy.
Later.
Take care, pal.
And you.